So let us start with today's online seminar. Okay. First of all, welcome guys to today's online seminar. Today's seminar is being presented by Mr. Siddarth, who's a civil engineer, okay, who scored a 320 score, and with his profile, he was able to secure a full funding, okay, from SUNY Buffalo, and also got a stipend along with it. Okay, full funding. When I meant full funding, it's also a full tuition fee waiver, okay, and with a stipend for his profile. So let us talk to him today to understand how did he prepare for GRE and how did he get a funding from one of the best universities in the world. So can we invite Siddarth here? Okay, I'll also introduce myself. My name is Kamakon. I'm here as your host today. I'll be posting your questions, whichever question you are raising to Mr. Siddarth, I'll be asking it. Okay, this is what we are going to see today. What are the plans? What plan Mr. Siddarth has regarding GRE? How did he prepare for GRE? We'll have a small rapid fire session with Siddarth. Okay, and admissions and choice of universities. We'll have a question answer session, which will definitely clear all your doubts. Okay, so Siddarth, can you hear us? Siddarth, can you hear us?
Hello, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Mr. Siddarth.
Hello.
Okay, Siddarth, welcome to today's online seminar.
Hi, guys. Yeah, hello, sir. Hi, guys. Hope you're doing fine.
Okay. Everyone wishes you the same. Siddarth, Internet wishes you hi, Siddarth.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay. So, Siddarth, we'll start with today's seminar. I think we have a lot of students here to get all the doubts clarified regarding it.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Siddarth, when we start, before we go into GRE preparation, okay, we'll see about, how did you, what you're basically, where you're from basically, and how did you, actually, we'll know more about you, then go for a big GRE preparation. Shall we?
Okay, fine. Sure.
Great. Okay. Why did you plan to do your MS, Siddarth? What was the reason behind choosing MS?
Sir, the thing is like, once you have a MS, you have good research in US,
Okay.
Also in many other countries, but I specifically choose US and also Canada because like the research there is very of much good quality.
Okay.
And once you have a good MS there with a good thesis and a few publications, you can easily get a funded PhD in US itself. So like obviously my ultimate aim was to research in my field of my field. So yeah, that's the reason I chose to do MS in US.
Okay. So you felt to do a PhD, you first need to have more research orientation. That's why you joined the MS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Again, PhD is going to be 5 years of education. Why you would like to do that?
Like because my ultimate aim is to serve in the field of research. That's what I decided after my in my 6th semester, and maybe at the end of the road end up as a professor or something like that. So yeah, that's the reason why I have decided to like go for MS and PhD and then maybe go into research.
Okay.
That's
okay. And which field you are applying to do your master's in?
My field of education would be MS in civil engineering with a specialization in geotechnical engineering.
Okay.
This is because geotechnical engineering was my favorite subject. It was taught to us in our 3rd year, and it quickly became my favorite subject because like there was the uncertainty of soil and everything related to it, like foundation and everything. It all created a deep interest for the subject, and that's why. And also the challenging nature of soil, like it's quite fickle from place to place, changes from place to place, makes the subject quite interesting. My internship was also on geotechnical engineering. One of the projects that I did was also in geotechnical engineering. That's the reason why I chose geotechnical engineering.
Okay.
Whenever it's like if someone wants to do a job or someone wants to go beyond BTech and do research, and also in job sector, the scope of geotech is very vast. You can go for as a foundation engineering construction companies. You can go for research assistants or research scientists in many of the labs. You can also go for offshore engineering in offshore foundation engineering. There are a lot of scope when it comes to geotechnical engineering.
Okay. Fine. That's great. That's great. I was thinking, I was thinking to ask you the same question. Would there be jobs after geotechnical engineering? Because it's a very rare course.
Yeah.
Great that you answered it.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you first start thinking about masters?
See, like I was quite confused. See, the thing is, for MS, actually what happens is in India we have a very vast course and awareness for MTech, like Master in Technical, which we get in MTech 2-year course, and also we have a good scope and good awareness about MBA programs, right? So the thing is about MS, we have very little awareness amongst children. So like from first year I decided I'll go into MBA, then thought I'll go into MTech. Then finally I researched a lot on internet. Then at the end of my 5th semester, towards the starting of my 6th semester, I did a lot of research online and came to the conclusion that no, this MS is most suited to my interests and my future plans. So yeah, in 6th semester around, I came to the conclusion that I'll go for MS.
Okay. What would you advise students who are listening to the seminars? When is the right time to start the GRE preparation? Thinking about masters.
Yeah. The thing is, the mistake what I did was like I took a lot of time before deciding. So I will. So it was kind of a bit too late. Because improving your GRE, unlike MBA, unlike MTech, GRE is more about your profile rather than just a GRE score. I mean, GRE score is very important, but the thing is, apart from that, you need to build a good profile. So you need to decide early. If you want to go into MS, you need to decide early, like after 2nd year, or maybe like just after 2nd year, you can decide that you want to do MS, so that you can have at least 2 years before applying to build your profile. You can go for publication, go for anything, and internships too. Yeah.
So you say if it's in the 2nd year or 3rd year, decide of doing a master's, that's the right time to do it.
Yeah, between later half of 2nd year or earlier half of 3rd year.
Okay.
That's the right time to decide. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we are talking about your, about your masters and first thought about it. How was your support from your parents and friends?
Like before the thing is, before I applied my GRE, before anything, my parents supported me a lot, and I have friends like one of my friends, Subham, he's also part of GREedge. He's also a student. He also supported me a lot.
Okay.
That I do well in GRE. So motivation was by my parents and my friends, and the most important thing is I research a lot on internet.
Okay.
Right? So what happens is when you go to the internet, you see a lot of profiles which is similar to yours, and once you see that those people have got good admits with even with funding.
Okay.
So you also get motivated. Yeah, you can also do it.
Okay. At this point of time, one of our students also asking, what is your profile? Can you just give us a brief idea about your profile? What is your profile concern?
See, my CG is 8.11.
Okay.
So percentage is 81. CG is 8.11. Then my GRE score is 320. I had a lot of extracurricular activities, few social activities. Then I'm a quizzer. I have a few projects related to my field of interest. I also have a good internship in IIT Bombay under a very famous professor. So that's what this is, and my SOP is also quite decent. So this is my profile basically.
Okay, I think we'll have a lot of more questions based on that. We'll definitely answer them when you're coming to that part.
Sure.
So I have this particular question. Okay, many of our students, what happens is they start thinking about GRE, or even students who are not yet joined GRE, they start thinking about GRE. Sometimes midway they just drop the plan. Okay, just thinking about doing something else.
Happens a lot.
Did you face anything? What was the hurdle during your preparation?
See, the thing is, first is once you make up your mind, what happened is I made up my mind when I was in 6th semester. No, I won't sit for placement. I won't sit for placement. I won't go for MTech I don't go for MTech. So I made up my mind. There were people, my roommates, everyone got placed around me. I was like waiting for my admits. My admits just came in February. By this time, all of my friends have got placed, and I had nothing.
Okay.
The only thing, those are all like lot of negativity when you go for MS, because very few people get through, and the thing is, you have to be patient. You have to, the timing should be perfect of your GRE. The timing should be perfect of everything. There is a lot of risk, but the thing is, if you want something, never settle for anything less. Always go for it.
Okay.
That's my advice to people.
That's a great advice, isn't it? Okay. Throughout this process, okay, about we talked about quitting the masters and let's get a job. Let's try to get a job right now. Have you thought about it?
Sir, could you repeat your question, sir?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was asking you, did any point of time during the preparation, okay, were you thinking let's quit GRE preparation, let's start searching for a job?
There was a time, like before 2 weeks before my GRE exam, there was a time when I actually thought of postponing my GRE exam, not dropping it altogether, because of one of a very top civil company was coming to our college for recruitment. So I thought of postponing it. But the thing is, my parents supported me a lot. My friends supported me, and I made a decision. No, I won't go for any kind of job. I'll not settle for anything less.
Okay, that's really good. Something which really kept you motivated. That's great. So let us ask the audience, how many of you guys are really motivated to do your masters? No matter what, how many of you want to do your masters or PhD? Sasha says me, myself. Okay, that's great. Everyone here are definitely motivated and plan to do the masters. I think by next year, same time, you might have a couple of our students studying from in SUNY Buffalo. Okay, so that's a great thing. Okay, so how did your parents there? When you're talking about your parents, how did they react to full funding?
See, the thing is, US situation is not cheap. We all know that. The dollar rate is like 60, 61 bucks in Indian currency. So yeah, when you have to spend around 45, 50 lakhs. See, I applied to public universities, so it was around 45 to 50. People who applied to private universities goes up around 60. So the thing is, a big burden of like 40 lakhs of your parents' head. Obviously, they'll be very, very happy. So yeah, my parents are very glad.
I think they'll be really happy. Okay, so we'll go on to the next session. Okay, before that, we'll see we have any questions here. Okay, let me say SUNY Buffalo is on our list to get into next year. That's good. Okay, I think we are getting a lot of questions regarding your profile. First, we'll focus on the GRE preparation. Okay, then I think we can go on. Okay. Now, Siddarth? Siddarth, can you hear me, Siddarth?
Hello?
Yeah, Siddarth, can you hear me? Yeah, you're audible. Okay. Yeah, can we get started with GRE preparation and the most interesting part where students are waiting for?
Sure.
Okay.
Surely.
Okay, regarding your GRE preparation, how did you plan your GRE preparation?
See, to be quite honest, like once you are so late in making up your mind that you're going for MS, the thing is you need counseling. And we know that for GRE the awareness is not as much. So yeah, I went through a few profiles. I surfed the Facebook and I came up with GREedge. So yeah, once I joined GREedge, I got my SFS. Then only with their help, I could only plan everything out.
Okay.
And how I prepare for.
That's good.
Yeah.
So your target score, what was your target score?
Yeah, my target score was 320 and like I got 320. So
okay.
Yeah, very happy.
That's the bullseye. Okay. Right now, coming to your preparation level and how to do it, I think this is a part that students want to know how exactly you achieved it. Okay. Yeah. So how did you approach? What did you do to achieve your target score?
Do as in prepare different subjects. Okay.
How did see?
I got the question. Okay. What happened is I didn't refer to any book. You don't search from thousands of books, thousands of materials. Stick to one book or one online source. See, I stuck to GREH. I don't like to read from thousands of books. Maybe you can call me lazy, but yeah, I love it that way. The thing is, I went for only GREH online material. There was my SFS or Prince or Continuum. They helped me a lot there. I stuck to the material. I learned from the word list. Only that, nothing else.
Okay, okay. So regarding your GRE preparation, how long was your GRE preparation?
I was supposed to prepare for 6 months, but I ended up preparing only 2 months.
Okay.
Yes, but the thing is, I started only the verbal section, like the word list. I started for about 3-4 months. 3-4 months I improvised. Like basically, I started around 4-5 months only the word list, only the words that I had to memorize.
Okay.
It took only a long time, but basically the questions, quant section, verbal section, everything ended up in just last 2 months.
Okay. So you said you prepared for 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours in a day for 2 months.
Yeah, 2 to 4 hours for 2 months.
Did you start from your basic or you are done enough learning so you put 2 hours per day?
No. I started from basic. Like I had learned the word list.
Okay.
The word list I had completed about 20-25 word list. By the time I took up serious preparation for GRE. So your vocab is very important. So you should go for it. Go for the vocab first. Then after that you can give 2 to 4 hours per day. And I think it's enough for the GRE exam.
Okay.
For me it was enough. The more the merrier.
Okay. For before we go to the verbal session, let's speak regarding the quant also. Okay. So how did you find the quant session and how did you prepare for it?
See, the quant section is basically easy. But the thing is, though it's easy, but it's kind of tricky too. Because, see, I personally never mug up formulas because I find it tough to remember big formulas. So the thing is, I stuck to the basics. I got my concepts clear. I was good at math, so I got my concepts were already clear. So what I did was practice a few numericals. I went through the question sets. See, what I want to advise the people who are attending is formula memorizing is important, but much important is understanding the logic and concept behind each question, each formula. That's very, very important. Because GRE you don't get direct questions. For example, in probability you don't get direct questions. The questions is a bit twisted unless you understand the logic behind, unless you understand the concept, you cannot solve that question.
Okay. Okay, let's imagine a guy like me who doesn't know anything about quants. What would your suggestion be?
Okay. My suggestion is start from basics. Go through concepts. See, the online material I guess of GREedge is quite good in covering the concepts. If you are not good with concepts, if that's not enough, I think you can ask your SFS for more material. They'll be willing to help. They'll provide you with good material and stuff. Theory, you can go through that. If that's not enough, do more. Go for 10 plus books. Study from that. I think you'll do fine in quant.
Okay, fine. Let us ask this question to audience. How many of you are really confident about your quantitative? Really confident. Sandeep says me. I'm not, I'm sure. Okay, there's one perception, Mr. Siddarth. One thing is that Indian students are required to score really high in quantitative. Is it really true?
See, it's kind of, I have come across a lot of profiles of late, and like in 3-4 months I've come across a lot of profiles. The thing is, quant is very deceptive kind of. Many of them have scored very high, but the thing is, a lot of people have also scored very low. And those are, so it's very deceptive. Depends on the questions on that. It's better you prepare well. 15-20 days for quant is enough. I think do a lot of hard work in those 15-20. I think you can score a 165 plus in quant easily.
Okay.
But then just don't ignore it totally.
Okay. I have a couple of my colleagues here who are really confident in quant, but if you ask them to study and prepare for the exam, write it, they don't score very well. Okay, I have this thing. Okay, I tell students don't be very lazy about your quantitative, because if you're
Yes,
really
that's what.
overconfident or really confident, you
Yeah.
may not score really high. Is it
Yes.
the case?
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Yes, that's correct. You cannot ignore quant, because quant is where people see. In if you are an engineer and are doing something in geotechnical engineering or structures, I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about civil engineering, that
Mm-hmm.
requires a lot of analytical capabilities. Capabilities like math and other things. So the university look into your quant score. A lot of universities do that easily. So give quant a good amount of time too.
Okay, so a lot of practice is needed to score, get at 170
Lot of
mark.
time. Yeah, for 170 you need a lot of
I'm sorry that you're breaking away. Hello? Hello?
for 165 plus you can do it. What I'm hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're
Hello?
breaking away, Siddarth.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us properly?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are. Please.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. What,
Please.
sir, can you repeat your question, sir?
I was talking about 170, how to score 170 in quant.
Yeah. For 170, you study all the formulas, all the concepts behind the formulas in geometry and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the practice sets, of 30-35 questions, and yeah, the most important thing in quant, and everyone does that in quant only because of this, is because of the time factor. You have to
Okay.
do 35 questions in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less than a minute for a question. Minutes, so around 1 point some minutes. So though the questions are easy, but you need to solve it very fast. So please
Okay.
control your speed, increase your speed, and stress on concepts rather than mugging a formula.
Okay, that's great. I think pretty much you have summed it up. More practice is needed, more especially in time management. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
time
come to the
management is
verbal session. Okay, one of the most scary session. How many of you are really scared about verbal and scoring high in verbal? Okay, Sandeep says me, Swapni says me. Okay, most of them are a little worried. I'm a little scared. Okay, Sandeep says I need to score 165. Okay, coming to the verbal session, what would be your advice to that?
Sir, like even I was very scared of the verbal section.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it's kind of a bit tricky section because you have to learn words, you have to apply the words into passages, comprehensions, and sentence building.
Okay.
Even those vocab you have learned in verbal section, you have to apply in analytical writing. Obviously, because analytical writing requires a bit of good vocabulary.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
what I did was during my summer internship I didn't get enough time to prepare for GRE, so I learned one word list per day at far. Then then gradually as I got habituated with it, after 10-12 word lists, I increased it to 2 word lists per day.
Okay.
And in the material, online material is very beautiful with picture depiction of the words, so the memorizing stuff was easy.
Okay.
The most important thing in memorizing words is the revision. Without
Okay.
revision, you cannot memorize words. See, I learned
Mm-hmm.
one word list, revised it the next day. Then at the end of the whole week, I revised all the 6 or 12 word lists learned in one day and gave a vocab test in the GREedge material itself. So that's what. But the basic preparation of the major important preparation of applications started around 1.5 months before the test date.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared a lot of questions, passages given the material. The material sent to me by my SFS. That's what I did. And always remember, vocab is the most important part in GRE exam.
Okay.
Very, very important.
Okay. So one of our students also have this question. Mr. Kumar wants to know, when you talk about word list, how many words does a word list contain?
Word list, I'm talking about the GREedge word list
Okay.
that I got in my
Mm-hmm. Learning tracker.
the online course. learning tracker. That's around, it basically fluctuates from 15 to 25 words.
Okay.
Out of this, 6, 7 are very common words. 4, 5 are kind of average, bit tough, and the rest are quite tough. So yes, around 20, 25 words in a word list on an average.
Okay. When you're talking about a verbal session, would you suggest students to mug it up or practice word list?
Both. You have to learn it. You have to practice word list. You have to see what one of my tricks was. I used to text. Obviously, everyone uses text, Facebook chat, and WhatsApp, everything. So once you learn 10 words, you use it in your daily communication through text or WhatsApp or everything. So while communicating, also you try to use those words. So once you start using words, you kind of memorize it easily.
Okay. Did your friends make fun of it? Because when I started using complicated words, my friends make fun of it. So did your friends do that?
Not exactly. People actually kind of, some people did make fun of me, but then if friends don't make fun of me, then
who else is going to do it? Exactly. Great. I was also asking the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Practice is necessary. Okay, I understand practice is necessary. GR is more of
practice is very important.
GR is more of applying what you learned. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll move on to the analytical writing session. People don't consider analytical writing as is important. It's actually, people think it's not important. Is it the same thing? Do you think the same thing, or how is it? How important is analytical writing?
Or if analytical writing would not have been important, I don't think a country like USA would have put it in the test sections, right? See, analytical writing is very, very important. They judge your analytical writing quite well. That's why they take about 8 days to give you a result. So analytical writing is basically easy. Once you have your vocab correct, once you know the application of the vocabs, AWA is very easy. The thing is, you just
Siddarth,
you get a passage, you get something to write. Well, you need to,
I'm sorry, there was a voice break. Can you just repeat it again?
See, you just need to brainstorm. You need to think of points out of the box. The thing is, if you are writing usual points, you don't get much score. Once you write points which are out of the box, is no one other than you have ever thought of. So I believe you get more marks in your analytical writing.
Okay.
So the thing is, think out of the box. Use your vocab which you prepare for verbal section. I think you do a fine job in AWA.
Okay. So you're saying that if you have practiced enough words during your verbal preparation, that is totally enough for your AWA.
Yeah, that would be enough. That would be enough, I guess.
Okay. See, before going to your next question, I'll ask our audience here. Guys, what is your target score? $330, $315, $340, $320, $320, $325, $320, $320. Okay, I think most of the scores are here $320 and above. So, how difficult it is to score high in GRE?
It is easy. It is not impossible. It's not too tough a task. It's easy, but you need to time everything right. You need to have a proper plan. You need to have a proper schedule, when to complete word list, when to start passages, when to start your sentence completion. You need to have a proper plan. You need to stick to the plan. I think you can score pretty easily.
Okay. So guys, were you able to hear Mr. Siddarth properly, or is there any fluctuation, or can I ask him to repeat it? Okay, Siddarth, I think some of the students were not clear. Can you just repeat it?
Okay. See, scoring well in GI is not at all difficult. I think it's easy, it's achievable. Okay, but you have to put in a lot of effort. You have to have a proper plan. You have to have a proper schedule. You have to stick to the plan, like when to start with the word list, when to go into passage, when to go into sentence completion. So you have to plan everything. You should do it step by step according to the plan and stick to the plan. That's
Okay, okay. So scoring 320 or reaching the target score is just by planning and working for it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So going on to the verbal session, people want to want to know more techniques or tips how to reach it. Do you have anything, any tips to which you can offer to our students?
So as I said, first, what you should do is start with one word list daily, and the next day revise that word list and learn a new word list. So at the end of the first week, you have learned 7 word lists, revise 7 word lists each day, and at the end of the, like on the 7th day, you revise all the 7 word lists, give a test, a vocab test on the material itself, online material itself. That's how you can and communicate with your friends in good vocab. Use good vocab while communicating, while texting, while Facebook chat, or everything. Use those words which we have learned. That's how you can improve your vocab, and a good vocab is the key to success in verbal. That's what I believe.
Okay, okay. So let us take some questions from our audience regarding verbal session. Guys, any questions regarding verbal session to Mr. Siddarth? Okay, Sajan wants to know, okay, it's a basic general question. Do the universities look at the overall score in GRE or individually for quants and verbal?
See, that depends on the university again. See, like I don't have that much idea, but what I guess, what I think about, like from forums and everything, quant is important, but then people do see, lot of universities do give more priority to verbal. So it varies from university to university. That's what I believe. I'm not sure about this because you don't have exact access to the admission section of university, but that's generally what I believe.
Okay.
Every section is given, should be equal weighted by the students because they don't know what exactly is.
Okay. Miss Monica wants to know how can we differentiate words with same meaning? I'm getting how many of you have the same issue with words with no different words with same meaning? How many of you have this issues? Okay, most of our students have an issue. What did you do to that? Did you find it difficult?
Different words with same meaning?
Yeah, no, different words but same meaning.
Okay. See, that's how the picture helps. Like picture helps. So remembering 2 words is difficult, but remembering 2 pictures, our brain is is experienced to learn images more than audio or any text. So once you learn the images, learning 2 words, learning 2 pictures instead of 2 words, like 2 meanings is easier. So learn by pictures. For example, associate a word with a picture.
Okay.
Once you learn the picture, you can learn the word easily.
Okay. So you suggest to have a picturized word list and practice it every day.
Yeah, the picturized word list really helped me of GREedge verbal section. The word list, picturized word list was really helpful.
Okay. So for example, a student is able to spend only 1 hour for his verbal preparation every day, but the student is starting only 3 months before his exam. Would you suggest him? What would you suggest him?
Or like only 1 hour, if you want to spend only 1 hour?
On verbal, yeah.
On verbal, I think it's enough. Like a word list will take hardly half an hour, 45 minutes. Okay. And once, that's what I spent, 1 hour initially, and after that, I went for 2 hours, then after that, 3 and 4 hours. When 1.5 months prior to my test, as much as I remember, 1.5 months prior to my test, I started like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Okay, I think we are getting more questions here. I'll do one thing. Guys, we'll have an extensive doubt clearing session at the end of the seminar. We'll move on to the next slide. Okay. So, any words for your SFAs? I'll pass it on to
yeah, to Prince and Kantuna, my heartiest thanks. And sorry for disturbing you. Like I called them at 7 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock in the evening. So okay, sorry for that. And also thank you for that because they helped me throughout without becoming angry or agitated. They helped me very well.
Okay, so talking about your GI experience, okay, how was your experience on the day of the exam?
Yeah, my I was very much stressed, like I was totally nervous. First time I was going to give my GRE exam. I had prepared for 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my first section was analytical writing, which was, I thought the subject was a bit tough. The question was a bit tough.
Okay.
So, but then I did okay. After that, my first verbal section was decent. My quant section went very well. Then after that, again a verbal section was decent. My
Okay. Siddarth, I'm really sorry. We are not able to hear you.
section was where it happens very rarely. Sir, is my voice clear now? Hello.
Yeah, it is better now. Can you start it from first? I'm really sorry.
Okay. See, what happened is I was totally stressed because I was totally nervous
Mm-hmm.
because GRE exam. This is my first time, first attempt at GRE.
Okay.
So it was my first analytical writing question was a bit tough. So I did okay with that. After that, I went for my first two verbal sets were decent. My quant sections went very well. Something happened which I never expected was I got another verbal set of questions. So there were three verbal sets. I never expected three verbal sets. I expected two verbal sets and two quant sets, but I got three verbal sets and
Okay.
two quant sets.
Okay.
So that was
Okay. I'm sorry.
yes.
The third one was the experimental section for the verbal.
Yeah, yeah. The third set I never expected. Some of my friends got the third quant section
Okay.
instead of verbal section. So I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, do expect a third set as well from
Okay.
either of the two.
Yeah, it's an experimental section where the student, when ETS want to experiment some questions, they have it either in
Yeah.
verbal or quant.
Okay.
Okay, that's
So,
great. Okay, so before joining GREedge, or what did the options did you consider when before joining GREedge?
see, prior to joining GREH, I thought of reading from a few books
Mm-hmm.
that are available.
Okay.
That was the only option, I guess.
Okay, so why did you choose an online preparation? Okay, why actually, right now students are still, are thinking from going to a classroom and sitting in a lecture and attending a classroom. But why did you choose an
No.
online preparation?
No. See, online education is very good. So you don't need to buy books and stuff. You have it always on your tab, on your cell phone, on your laptop. You can access anywhere. Like
Mm-hmm.
suppose you are in midst of a boring lecture, so you can go to the backbench and search through the net, learn from the online classes, and
Mm-hmm.
the learning becomes much easier that way and much productive that way. So that's why I went for online education. Even
Okay,
I was
okay.
quite apprehensive, but once I took it, it became very apt for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was asking next question. How did you come across GREH?
One of my friends is also, like I told you, Subham, he's also a member of GREH. He first advised me to take up the course. I was quite apprehensive, but I then took up the course. I think it was the best gamble I've ever done until now. My money was
Okay.
really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll go on to the next session. Okay. Before going to next session, just one last question about your experience with GRH, so I can share it with my trainers. How was your experience with GRH?
Sir, can you please repeat?
Uh, how was your experience with GRH?
Oh, that was really nice. My GREH was very helpful in everything. See, I was supposed to, my initial plan was to complete the course in
Okay.
6 months.
Siddarth, you're
The
breaking
best
away.
deadline was that.
Siddarth, you're
But after
breaking up.
that, okay. Am I audible now?
Siddarth, can you hear us properly?
Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Audible.
Please,
Am I
please, please.
audible?
Yeah. Can you start from the beginning? I'm sorry, we lost you.
Okay. See, the design of the course, I was supposed to complete the course in 6 months. My first
Mm-hmm.
course plan was like that. But the
Okay.
thing is, due to my internships and my semesters, I could not. My first 3 months were kind of were diverted towards my internship, my semesters and everything, so I couldn't start. And again, my course structure was designed, and my SFs are really helpful. Whenever I give them a call, they, if they're busy, they call me back, clear my doubts. I think the experience was fabulous.
Okay, okay, fine. So, okay, let us ask our audience here. How many of you are really interested to know how did Siddarth got a full funding? How many of you want to know that? How to get a full funding from a university? Okay, everyone says me. Obviously, isn't it? We'll go to the session about admissions and choice of universities. Before that, we'll quickly have a rapid fire session with Siddarth. Siddarth, are you ready for a rapid fire question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. You know the rules. As you know that I haven't shared the questions with you, so these questions will be pretty new to you. Okay. Very fast answer. Fatafat. Okay. Your favorite GRE word?
Convoluted.
Okay. The meaning of it?
Twisted.
Okay. Verbal or quant? Which is favorite?
Quant.
Okay. How was your GRE experience on a scale of 1 to 5?
3.5.
Okay. Your favorite quant topic?
Probability.
Okay. Favorite part in verbal?
Learning words.
Okay. Which is your dream university apart from SUNY Buffalo?
Texas A&M University.
Tamo. Okay. Okay. The person who inspired you the most?
My parents, my professors.
Okay. This is a tricky question. Okay. Okay. Next question is a tricky question we usually ask our students here. Who's your favorite? Your verbal trainer Prince or your quant trainer Mrs. Kanti? Who's your favorite?
I go with Prince, sir, because I troubled him the most.
Okay.
Because I was very weak in verbal. So yes, I'll go with Prince, sir.
Okay. Your favorite feature on the learning tracker? Instant or personalized feedback? Which one was your favorite?
The last test. It's called the last test that I gave. It was like similar to GRE test. I don't remember the exact name.
The full length test.
You get full length. No. After that, you get a test according to your first score, first section score. Your second section questions are rearranged or something like that.
Exactly, the adaptive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, adaptive test. Adaptive test. Yeah.
Okay. So
that was interesting.
Between these two, which one you like the most? Instant out or personalized feedback?
Sir, can you repeat the question again?
Between these two options, which one do you like the most? Instant out or the personalized feedback?
Instant out. Okay.
Fine. One word to our students.
Go for GREedge. GREedge, whatever the SFs ask you, the course schedule, please follow it. And please don't get diverted from your aim of doing MS. Please go for it. It's really good, really awesome out there.
Okay, I asked you one word. Fine. So that's fine. One expectation from SUNY Buffalo. What is your expectation from SUNY Buffalo? One expectation.
Good research facility.
Okay, you're expecting a good research facility. Okay, I think on that note, we'll go to the admissions and choice of universities. Many of our students would like to know how did you do that. Okay, so
sure.
Okay, which all the university did you shortlist?
Sir, I shortlisted 6 US universities, 3 Canadian universities.
Okay.
My shortlisting was basis of ranks, the quality of research there. Like basically, first I saw the quality of research.
Okay.
Second was like how expensive the university is. Is it in tally with my pocket or not? Third is the ranking of the university.
Okay. So out of the 6 universities, which all did you get admit from? You got from SUNY, you got an admit.
Sir?
In the list of 6 universities, okay, you got an admit from SUNY Buffalo. Did you get an admit from any other university?
Yeah.
Or waiting for some?
No, sir. No, waiting for the rest of the universities.
Okay, but you're confirmed that SUNY Buffalo.
Yeah, SUNY Buffalo, I got an admit. I'm waiting for the one like TAMU, I'm waiting for TAMU, and I think Virginia also I'm waiting for these two universities.
Okay, okay. Usually students get confused, what to look for. Okay. What was the one criteria that you follow for shortlisting university, or what were the criteria you follow?
As I told, research ranking and the cost of the cost of university, availability of funding, and also you can also climate. Climate is a very important factor. Second is like apart from research ranking, funding, climate, the chances of getting an internship,
Mm-hmm.
all this.
Okay,
These are the basic criteria you should look forward to.
okay. How did you research about, what are the facilities in US? How did you do the research exactly?
See, what I did was I logged into a few forums that are available online. You can search for that. There are various forums, Facebook pages, numerous Facebook pages, MS US, MS in Canada, MS in US aspirants, numerous pages on Facebook. My friends also helped me a lot who are
Mm-hmm.
already there abroad. My seniors, my friends, they also helped me a lot. So that's how I did a lot of research
Mm-hmm.
and ended up with all the six US universities.
Okay. So before selecting this university, did you think about, thinking about whether your profile will suit these universities, or just randomly did you select the universities?
And no, you can say a bit of both. I did look into, see, some of the universities are very much ambitious according to my profile, but then I
Okay.
went for them. But then while searching for universities, do look for that you don't get too towards the bottom ranked universities. Just
Okay.
look into the top 25, 30, 40. If you have a good profile, look into the top 40 universities. So
Okay.
what I did was only the top 25 US universities applied in only the top 25 US universities because they have wonderful research and everything.
Mm-hmm. With the research work which you had done, okay, uh, what kind of profiles were suitable for students who are applying for top 25 universities?
You need to have good internship, good letter of recommendation,
Okay.
and apart from that, a decent GRE score.
Okay.
TOEFL score is also important if you need funding. Speaking section is important if you need funding in TOEFL.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I guess, yeah, your did I mention statement of purpose because that's very important. Your
Okay.
SOP is very much important. Your profile, like your co-curricular activity is not that important, but then they at your CV.
Okay.
I think this is all.
Okay. So having a good CGPA and a good academics and projects will help you out. Guys, you
Yeah,
have any questions
academics, research.
regarding? Mhm. Yeah, guys, audience, if you have any questions regarding universities and funding, you can definitely post it so that I'll pick one or two questions and ask them now. Is there any questions? Okay, what about good CGPA? Without Kumar wants to know, what about good CGPA? Is it enough, or should we have other extracurricular activities also?
You need to have a good CGPA. See, what I am saying is there is not just CGPA, there is not just your GRE score. It's a combination of both. If you are
Okay.
bad in one thing, you can improve it upon the other thing. You can improve the, like you can have a GRE score of 330. If someone is having a CGPA of say 6, you can have a GRE score of 330. Then,
Okay.
yeah, well and good, get into a good university. So it's a combination of everything, not just your GRE score or not just your CGPA, not just your publications. It's a mix of everything.
Okay. So you mean that if we have a low CGPA, having a very good GI score will help you out definitely.
I think so. But then
Okay.
there are, as I said, other factors are also important.
Okay. Can you just, Sijan wants to know, can you please elaborate about LORs and whose LOR will work more? From whom did you get a letter of recommendation?
See, who's LOR as in, I think some the people who know you well have a good reputation among professors or researchers. I think their LORs do a lot of wonders. Someone with experienced engineer also will be very nice. But then that person has to know you well.
Okay. So if he knows you well and if he knows what have you done so far, will be a good recommender.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, okay, fine. Guys, any more questions? I get a lot of questions here. Okay, what about SOP? I think I have slide for SOP also. Can you give us a strategy about how to get a good SOP?
I was quite unaware of how to write an SOP. Sir, as you remember, you only gave a seminar on writing a SOP, right?
Yes.
About you regular, yeah. You gave a seminar on writing an SOP. I followed the different examples you gave, right, paragraph by paragraph. I heard that, and I got a basic idea about how to write an SOP. Then first draft I wrote by myself. It was
Okay.
about 1800 words. My first draft.
Oh,
Then
okay.
yeah. My first draft was very big. Then I sent to various seniors, various friends, even my juniors.
Mm-hmm.
They gave their opinions. I edited them. I was about 1000 words for Sunny Buffalo, 500 words for you, I think.
Okay. Okay, great. So no. Okay, we are getting few more questions here. Uh, you were talking about the length of the SOP. What was the word length for the SOP for Sunny Buffalo?
I guess it was 1000 or 1100 words.
Okay, 700 words.
Around that.
Okay. Okay, let me get you some questions here. Okay, how far does membership in SAE chapter and team will help you? Um, I'm not sure what is SAE. I think it is relevant to civil.
It's it's not relevant to civil. It's relevant to mechanical.
Mechanical. Okay.
I think it would help you. Yeah, it's mechanical. I think Baha something related to automobiles and all.
Okay.
I have a thing in my college too, but yeah, that would be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Any extracurricular activities is always helpful.
Okay.
And if the extracurricular activity is related to your coursework, then well and good, then very much helpful. Mm-hmm. Any extracurricular activity is always helpful. I always say that.
Okay. So one of our students wants to know, I'm working in an IT company. Do I need to publish any white paper to get into a good university? Is it mandatory?
No, see, I didn't have any publication. So publication is not mandatory. As I said, there are a lot of factors coming into the picture here. Your publications, your GRE score, your SOP, your LOS, everything.
Okay.
Everything comes into picture.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a publication.
Okay, guys, just hold on to your questions. I'll definitely have an extensive outline session at few slides later. We'll just move on. Okay, your specialty about Sunny Buffalo. What was one thing which made you apply to Sunny Buffalo and accept the Sunny Buffalo admit?
So I think the research, geotechnical engineering is very advanced.
Okay.
Life is nice. City is cost effective, and more importantly, I got funding. So yeah, I was bound to accept it.
Okay. Okay. So you felt that getting a. Okay. Siddarth, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Sir, can you repeat the question again?
Okay. Am I audible, Siddarth? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Okay. Siddarth, I was asking. Okay. To get into Sunny Buffalo, get into full funding. Okay. So what are the measures did you take?
Two internships. Did a few projects in my final year.
Okay.
I got a decent GRE score. Tried improving my CG. I wrote a nice. I worked hard on my statement of purpose. I took about 3 weeks to finally complete my statement of purpose. I'm still working. The statement of purpose is something you work on throughout. So I'm still working on my SOP. Okay. So yeah, right. These are basically the things I did.
Okay. You said you got a decent GRE score. Don't be very humble. 320 is a very good GRE score. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll come to the last slide where they can, put you forward to our audience. Any advice to our audience? Any message to our audience?
I think I would advise students to. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Please.
Okay. See, the key to getting a good university, good with funding is the timing of everything, timing of your internship, timing of your GRE, shortlisting your universities, factors you take into account to shortlist your universities. Everything is vital. Guys, please start early because this is 1.5 year long thing. Please be patient when you get your admits. Trust me, the wait is worth it. So this is basically what I want to say about it.
Okay, fine. Don't worry, a lot of questions coming in. I think we'll have an extensive doubt clearing session. Okay, send it to the following email ID. You can send it to info@greedge.com. If you're an enrolled student, you know the email ID of student.welfare@greedge.com. You can send it to us. Okay, I can ask Mr. Siddarth or my team also can answer it out. Okay, I will noted down the email ID info@greedge.com. You can address the email to Mr. Siddarth or you can address the email to student welfare team. Okay. So guys, thank you for the wonderful time. Before I let Mr. Siddarth go, can I get a feedback on the seminar? How was the seminar? Was it useful? Okay. Here we are getting a great response here. Thank you once again from everyone here from GREedge. It was an awesome seminar.
My pleasure, sir. My honor, sir.
It definitely helps students to know about admissions, how to get a funding, and how to prepare for GRE. Okay. Thank you once again.
My pleasure, sir.
Okay. All the very best for your future. Please do keep in contact with us, and you can present the seminar after you go to SUNY Buffalo, maybe a year later.
Okay, fine, sir. My honor, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for attending today's seminar. If you have any doubts, anything, this is our contact number. You can if you want to talk to someone regarding the process, this is our number. And the 50% admission offer also, those students who answered, they'll be getting a call shortly. Okay, thank you, Siddarth, from everyone here. All the very best for your future. Once again, happy learning with GREedge.